Hello and welcome. I am the Film Interpreter and Happy New Year to everyone. Well, here we are folks. The sequel that no one wanted to the remake no one asked for. Once again brought to us by Dark Castle Entertainment 8 years after the remake, we, as the title suggests, return to the house via very stupid means, with the only returning cast member being the evil Doctor. But is it better or worse than the previous film? Well, let's find out, shall we? So this film starts off by introducing us to our main character, Ariel, who is basically a workaholic and is ignoring Sarah from the first film.
Ariel, this is Sarah. How many voicemails do I have to leave before you call me back? Damn it, I need to talk to you. Please, call me back.
Oh, and if you're wondering if this film is going to explain how Sarah and, I assume Eddie, he isn't actually mentioned in this film at all, got down from, this platform here, well, you're shit out of luck.
So, one more thing, your sister called last night.
I'll shoot her an email when I get a chance.
Ah, the old unmentioned sibling trick. In all fairness though, Sarah had no actual reason to mention she had a sister. Not in the 30 seconds of character development we had anyway.
Paul was hoping that you could make it to the shoot later.
You really know?
He says he wants your creative input, but see, if you ask me, I think he's looking for an excuse to see you.
I thought all photographers were gay.
Oh, for a gay guy sure likes to stare at your ass.
You're here to watch birds, not me.
So Ariel goes to meet Paul and...
Color my face with his natural beauty.
We aren't even 5 minutes into this film, and already we're seeing boobs for no reason. Meanwhile, somewhere else, we meet Dr. Richard Hammer and Connor from Primeval, and they are promoting a book on an ancient evil demon.
Another movement began to spread across the continent like a dark plague. The cult of the demon Baphomet. Man has always been drawn to the dark side, which is good, for me. Otherwise I wouldn't be selling any books today. And after that shameless plug, I thank you.
I hope there's a point to this.
Guys, please, one at a time, really. The book's not even that good.
Ho, ho, ho.
So, what does a girl have to do to get her book signed?
Exactly what you're doing? Of course I'm wrong. The actual answer is sex.
Dr. Hammer. Oh.
Dude, can you knock?
Someone's working hard in their PhD.
Fuck you, Kyle.
What is it, Kyle?
It's about Sarah Wolf.
The neighbors found her early this morning. The cops say she shot herself.
I'm so upset over the death of the sister who I had no real connection with. Seriously, I don't feel sorry for her at all. Primarily because Sarah's character was so bland in the first film, and the sequel does virtually nothing to build the relationship between Sarah and Ariel. Later that day though, Ariel and Paul head over to Sarah's apartment and possibly contaminating evidence. You know, for a woman who's effectively stolen $5 million from a dead person, I might add, she's living in pretty poor conditions, isn't she? But upon entering the apartment, they see Sarah has covered her walls with newspaper clippings about the first film.
Even Price flipped out, went on a killing spree.
That's not what happened according to my sister.
Sarah?
No. Seriously, you couldn't find a blonde?
You must help them.
I'm sorry. I can handle the effects. I can handle the fact that they got a different actress that looks nothing like Ali Larter, nor made her look blonde anyway at all. But, what's with the Gollum voice?
You must help them.
You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you.
You didn't see that? I think I'm losing my mind.
That's exactly what your sister used to say.
So with Hammer appearing out of nowhere, he explains why he's actually there.
Your sister contacted me 2 weeks ago. Sarah had gotten hold of Dr. Vannicutt's journal. I've been trying to find the Baphomet idol for years.
Wait, the what?
It's a statue of incredible archaeological value. I've been trying to find it for years now. According to Dr. Vannicott's journal, the statue is here in Los Angeles inside the Hill House.
Really? You're going with that? That is a terrible idea to try and get people back into the house. I mean, apart from the fact that the first film makes no mention of this whatsoever, I mean, even the guy who owns the house and knows basically all of its history doesn't know about it. You're really going to say that the events of the first film happened because of a cursed evil object? Well, I mean, it makes as much sense as ghosts and an evil force called the Darkness roaming the halls, but still feels out of place. Also, I'd like to know where Sarah actually kept this journal when she was running away from the thing trying to kill her.
Your sister was gonna come back to the house and help me find it.
Now I know you're full of shit.
Yeah, I'm with her on this one. I mean, Sarah wanting to go back to the house, an evil cursed object. It's almost as contrived as a evil archaeological group also being after it.
Sarah thought she was being followed.
What the hell are you talking about?
The idol is worth millions to the right collector.
Oh, god damn it! But anyway, Ariel refuses to go along with it. So Paul takes Ariel home, they have a kiss, but while Ariel goes inside, Paul is confused that there's another vehicle on the road. Apparently he thinks he's the only one who can drive, I don't know. Back inside, Ariel finds that Sarah sent her something in the post, which happens to be Vannicott's journal. Okay, I've got to stop it here. The pacing is really off. We are just over 12 minutes into this film, and that includes 2.5 minutes of the opening credits. So in about 10 minutes, we've already been introduced to Ariel, met Paul, seen Dr. Hammer, Kyle, and whoever she is, brushed over Sarah's apparent suicide / possible murder, gone over to her place, explained the plot details, gone back to the house, glossed over the love interest, and the plot device was sent through the post. Which kind of begs the question of why Sarah was so desperate to see Ariel when she had nothing to show her.
Journal.
Of course, with Ariel now in possession of the journal, the evil archaeologist group suddenly turn up. Guess they have excellent timing. Here we're introduced to their leader, Desmond.
You're after the Baphomet statue.
Bingo, give that girl a prize.
You're the bastard who killed my sister.
Yeah, that's not what the police say. Not at all. But I must admit, the suicide note, oh, that was inspired. I urged your sister to cooperate. She chose to be a bitch. I highly suggest you don't follow her example. Let's go, kids.
Well, looks like the two of you are going to be joining us on a little field trip.
Why? You got what you came for.
Well, I can't have you run into the cops now, can I? I seriously doubt the Hardys would fall for yet another suicide in the family.
Well, they would if it was this guy in charge.
Until we know exactly what happened, we're calling this an accident.
And so we find ourselves back at the house on Haunted Hill, where we find that the ARC team has turned up.
So, why is it that this can't wait till tomorrow again?
Because it's supposed to be scarier at night.
The journal is missing, and I'm not taking any chances. If the Baphomet idol really is here, you think I'm going to let someone else walk away with the prize?
Also, we need a higher body count.
Wow.
Well, I'll give the film one thing. At least it's using the same setup.
This place is gnarly.
Ironic, isn't it? Years of searching the globe when I should have been looking in my own backyard.
Now that is irony!
Question?
What?
How does a medieval artifact end up in Vannicott's loony bin anyway?
That is actually a very good question.
Vannicott was a big art collector. He believed art could be therapeutic.
And that's not a very good answer. Although it does explain the glass ceiling.
Oh, must be more of Price's spook house boogeyman bullshit.
Actually, that's
That's always been there. Back when this was an asylum, the guy running the place, Dr. Vanica, found it inspirational. It's from the Middle Ages or something.
So this art collector only had 2 pieces of art.
Now listen up, class. GPR, ground penetrating radar, emits an electromagnetic signal. Allows you to locate anomalies or hollow spaces.
Huh.
I don't suppose you'd consider giving me a cool nickname, would you?
No.
No. I thought not.
Meanwhile, Ariel, Paul and Desmond's group also arrive.
Alright. You're coming with us.
Why?
Also a very good question.
Well, your sister was obsessed with the house. I figure she told you a thing or two that could prove useful.
Also a very poor answer. I mean, you're basing all of this on whether Sarah actually told Ariel stuff. You don't actually know that Ariel knows anything. So anyway, they all go inside and meet up with Hammer's group.
Desmond.
What the hell is going on? You know this asshole?
Desmond Niles, a former student of mine. Desmond
was seduced by the dark side of the Force.
Nowadays, I'm not your student.
Now I am the master.
Guess what I found?
This statue belongs in a museum, not in the hands of some private collector.
I got 5 million reasons that say otherwise.
How did you find out about the journal, anyway?
Why am I not surprised?
Because it's cliche.
What the hell's going on here?
It's really simple, honey. I'm about to graduate. Am I gonna teach a bunch of freshmen the difference between Homo erectus and Homo sapiens? Or am I gonna sit on a yacht and work on my tan?
So she's a whore.
No, you.
You gonna leave without giving me a goodbye kiss?
Did you hear that? The house is going into lockdown.
What are you talking about?
Vanica installed the mechanism that can seal up the whole asylum. Made it impossible for patients to escape.
And then the darkness will come and kill all of you! I'm just kidding. The darkness doesn't actually feature in this film for some reason. Even though it's supposed to be the main evil force according to Pritchett.
If this place goes into lockdown, we'll be trapped.
Well, that's why our first stop's gonna be the master control room.
So the group head off and, well, while the main hall is the same, the rest of the building is not. Oh, and I see by master control room, they just mean where the gears are. Well, that just seemed unnecessary. Surely if you just went to the master control room, you would have just stopped it. So after shooting the gears, Desmond has a look at Vanickut's journal.
As far as I can tell, Vanikut hid the idol in a secret chamber deep in the basement. So, why don't we all take a Carter and, you know, try to cover as much ground as possible.
You're not seriously suggesting that we all split up in a haunted house?
Well, of course he is. He would be competent otherwise.
Fucking shitty water.
Okay, you know what? At least the first film attempted to make us care about these characters. I don't even know half of their names. And the other half I don't care about.
You kind of look familiar to me. Oh my god, I've got it. You're Notorious Norris Boz, right? You were like UFC heavyweight champ, dude.
Yeah. Okay, well I guess this is this film's thrown-in character development.
Those were the good old days.
Ow. Yeah. Good old days. Rah! Just so you know, you fight like a girl. Like a lady.
So Carl decides to not only insult the guy with the gun, but insult the guy who could probably eat him. So, whoever this is still investigating the, sewers? I don't know.
About fucking time. Can you eat me? I think I got it.
Anyway, meanwhile, Desmond continues being a prick, while generic evil lady here finds, well, this.
Stay right where you are.
Well, that was easy. Which, of course, leads to her having a make-out session with these two girls. Well, that's a key sign that this film is terrible. Whenever a film throws in a lesbian scene for no real reason, it only means that the filmmakers knew they were putting together a piece of crap. But rather than actually put any effort into a good story, decent scares, or character development, they just went, throw in a few lesbians in there. That will make things much better. However, after another flashback, which from the looks of it the generic evil lady didn't see, she finds that her new playthings have gone a bit deadish. And subsequently makes a break for it. I'm sorry, I can't take her death seriously when you put in a Looney Tune effect. Generic evil lady's gun goes off, which alerts the others.
Desmond and Norris, do you copy? Look, I need you to head back upstairs. Meet me in the main salon. I think I heard gunshots.
But while Desmond tries to get everyone together, Ariel comes under attack. All these flashbacks are leading me to one conclusion, and I hope I'm wrong.
You okay? All this time I thought she was crazy. My sister was telling the truth about this place.
You know, I can't believe I'm going to say another good point about the remake, but at least that increased the tension by trapping everyone inside the house. You have the luxury of just leaving.
I saw a man. He was a patient here. I think he led an uprising the night that the hospital burnt down. I think he was trying to stop Dr. Vanakat.
Enough of this. Enough. Let's go back upstairs and find the others.
Desmond then calls these two into the house, and it really does feel like I've forgotten who they are.
Is everything okay in there?
But it's Kyle and Norris who find their way to the main hall first.
Desmond? Hey. What the fuck was that?
A fake out. Oh yeah, look, it was a fake out. But Norris dies anyway. Wait a minute. Paul and that guy are already inside the house. The main hall is the entrance area.
What the hell's Norris?
I think you're standing in Norris.
Hey. It's true. Is that the house? It's...
Oh, I I see, the house didn't want to go into lockdown until everyone was in the building. Though it doesn't really matter because Ariel manages to get out in time. Which is quite odd because I'm pretty sure Pritchett was roughly the same distance from the door as Ariel was and he didn't make it. Anyway, Ariel finds that Paul isn't in the car anymore and the house actually opens up for her again. I don't know which is sillier, the house inviting her back in or Ariel going Rambo.
Fuck you too.
I thought you took care of the lockdown mechanism. What the hell are you doing in here? What the fuck are you doing in here? I told you to stay in the car. Hey, back off. You just told me to come into the house.
No such thing, my friend.
Wait, whoever you talked to, it sure the fuck wasn't me.
It was the house.
No, of course the house tricked them. It can send emails after all.
How did you get back in here?
The house wanted me to return.
Yep. This one sounds just as stupid as the remake. The group, however, dwindles by one member because this guy is the most easily misled henchman ever, and subsequently meets his end at this effect.
Where's Samuel?
Who is it?
Hello?
Well, that was a long-winded method to make that unintentionally hilarious.
Is there any way we can reverse the lockdown mechanism?
I doubt the house is going to let us do that.
Well, it must have if your sister survived. Or are you really telling me that Sarah and Eddie climbed all the way from up there?
Fuck this. I'm out of here. Nobody goes anywhere until we get what we came for, you understand?
Really? You're not a killer, Ariel.
Really? Are you sure? You're the scumbag who killed my sister.
And? That just proves that he's a killer, not you.
Our only chance of getting out of here in one piece is if we work together.
Yeah, that's too bad I'm not a team player, Richie boy. Say bye-bye.
So because Desmond lifts his gun for no reason instead of just pulling the trigger, he is easily disarmed while Hammer takes the gun off Michelle. So with Desmond and Michelle disarmed, the others try to work out how to get out of the asylum.
The shower area is located above the drainage system. You know, I bet we could find a sewer grate down there that we could access.
I just had a thought. I remember Vannicut mentioning in his journal that the Baphomet idol was guarded by the dead. I figured he was speaking metaphorically, but now I'm not so sure, because guess what? There's a crematorium in the basement.
Look, I don't give a damn about the idol. All I care about is getting out of here alive.
What about you, Richard? Is that all you care about?
The hate is swelling in you now. Give in to your anger. Let the hate flow through you.
I'm coming with you.
So with that, the group head back down into the basement again.
The church believed the statue possessed an evil influence over men.
Are you saying the statue corrupted Vannicut and his staff somehow?
Crazy, huh?
What the fuck did they use this for?
Hydropool therapy. Expose a patient to a pool filled with freezing water. Replace internal pain with external pain and they'll cancel each other out.
Respect the science! However, the film tries to scare us with a flickering light. Although Desmond does use this opportunity to gain the upper hand. So since we need our lead female to gain a wet tank top look, she dives in and saves Kyle. However, dead bodies start showing up. Okay, that wasn't scary at all. However, a water demon turns up and gives another vision to Ariel. Kyle, however, pointlessly sacrifices himself, which is actually quite a shame because he's my favourite character in this. Desmond and Michelle, meanwhile, find themselves lost.
How hard can it be to find a goddamn crematorium? It's on the map, isn't it?
I'll get us there.
You mean if the house doesn't get us first?
Getting a little superstitious, are we?
No, of course not. But why aren't your men answering you?
Look, I already told you, they're not answering because they're probably after the idol themselves.
Or maybe. Or maybe a part of this.
You're trying to tell me that you suddenly believe in ghosts? Get him on the radio.
What are you talking about?
Put whoever's behind this on the goddamn
Desmond,
radio.
you're not making any sense and you're
Put him on the
crazy.
goddamn radio!
There's nothing going
Put him on the
that's what I
goddamn
said.
radio now!
Now, I actually like this. I mean, since they've mentioned that the idol corrupts those who want it, and as much as I hate the introduction of the bloody thing, it does give us a somewhat decent psychological paranoia with Desmond thinking everyone's against him, showcasing his growing obsession with the idol. Or at least that's the smart thing to do. Michelle hides from Desmond in this room. I'm sorry, I'm just bewildered at the fact that the fridge moved from behind Vanica to suddenly in front of him. Meanwhile, Ariel, Paul and Hammer find their way into the showers, and while they do find the sewer grate, they find that they can't get through it. But I bet you won't believe what happens next. Ariel is shown another fucking flashback!
Destroy the statue.
What is it? You okay? We can't leave. The spirits here, they want to be at peace, but the evil won't let them. That's why my sister was trying to help you find the statue.
Because Sarah somehow knew about it. I really hate this plot point, I really do. A bloody demon idol is responsible for everything. This idol seems really out of place. Heck, this film seems to be flipping off the remake by basically going back on everything that set it up. The ghosts just want to be laid to rest? Yeah, that's why they're killing people! Seriously, you're trying to suggest that the spirits are innocent in all this? I guess I should just, forget that Price and Evelyn were being tortured in the afterlife at the end of the other film. I mean, wow, why don't you just rip off the Asylum episode of Supernatural a bit more, why don't you? I mean, seriously, have a look.
Oh, Dean, I mean, it was weird that she didn't attack me.
Looked pretty aggro from where I was standing.
She didn't hurt me. She didn't even try.
Hey.
Sam, it's me.
Where's Sam?
He went to the basement. You called him.
I didn't call him.
So Ariel's group make their way to the crematorium.
One of these furnaces has a chamber that leads to the idol.
You know, it probably would have made too much sense if the idol was in that hidden chamber which they were actually trying to make hidden in the remake. You know, where the darkness was. But nah, this is surely a better idea. Having a secret tunnel in a place where someone will inevitably be set on fire.
Listen, if we don't make it out of here,
We'll make it.
If we don't make it, I just want you to know that.
What? That, you make a lot of typos for the editor of a magazine. It's okay, I think half your staff know by now.
Hurry up!
Yeah, alright, you two. I'm getting all choked up over here.
Thank you, this guy knows the deal. So they make their way down the hidden tunnel where they come across, you know, the hidden chamber.
Jesus, what the hell is this stuff?
It seems to be organic. The heart of the house.
Really? Really? The heart of the house is literally a heart. This film is just getting stupider as it goes on. Of course, they find the idol here, but Hammer is starting to fall under the idol's influence.
What are you doing?
You want this,
Richard,
don't you? Take it, and your journey towards the dark side will be complete.
Richard, hey! Hey.
If we can't destroy the statue, then maybe there's another way.
Wow, really? One attempt and you've already given up?
As long as the Baphomet idol is in the house, the souls are trapped here, right? So what happens if we remove it? The sewer tunnel. The statue is small enough to fit through the grate.
So with that in mind, they remove the idol, but Vanakut's on their trails. And so is Desmond.
Going somewhere? Alright, come on, give it to me.
So more of Vanakut's victims turn up and throw Desmond into a furnace.
I'm shocked at this unforeseen turn of events.
Oh, but by the way, they don't want to do this. But when the furnace victims turn their attention on Ariel, Paul and Hammer, Paul finds himself cut off from the others and goes back down into the secret chamber. Ariel and Hammer get to the shower room where Ariel is about to throw the idol? What is she doing there? Seriously, if she's just going to drop the idol through a grate, why is she holding it above her head? Surely she just needs to go... Although I know why she's doing this, it's so that the idol can, you know, taunt Hammer.
I've been looking for this statue for 20 years. It belongs to me.
However, the ghosts decide to turn the showers on. This causes Ariel to gain the upper hand, and she and Hammer start fighting.
There is still good in him.
Ariel gains the upper hand, but now Vanakut's on the scene. However, because Vanakut's an idiot and focuses on Hammer, Ariel has enough time to drop the idol through the grate, causing it to float away. Although I'm quite surprised by that because, you know, I got the impression that the idol was too heavy to float.
Everything floats down here. That is, if its mass per unit of volume is equal to or lighter than that of water.
This causes the evil ghosts that are about to kill Paul to turn into ash, and all the good ghosts to turn on Vanakut. Before they all turn to ash. And thus the doors to the house open up, Ariel finds Paul, and they all live happily ever after. Or do they?
Baphomet's evil has been trapped in that house for over 50 years. We set it free.
Val's, why doesn't succeed?
I don't know. Let's go home.
Wow! The film's lead characters just went, "We have unleashed a great, terrible evil upon the world." Let's go home. Of course we needed to see more boobs. That's nothing. You should see what the kids further down the beach are about to find. And that was Return to House on Haunted Hill. Wow. I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, there are actually some good and enjoyable bits which even make me appreciate the remake. I mean, it even explains why the darkness just stops, because the evil is stuck inside the house. Unless it wants to send you an email or call you, but that's beside the point. But at the end of the day, the film is still terribly paced, has unnamed and or unmemorable characters, unlikable lead characters, ridiculous plot points, and has some pretty average acting. The main characters are alright, with Andrew Lee Potts standing out, and Jeffrey Combs also does a pretty good job reprising his role as Vannicut in generating a threat throughout the film. Mainly because this film suffers the same problem as the remake, in that it just isn't scary. Heck, it does a worse job than the remake at being scary. Although, there are some pretty nifty special features on the DVD. One is where you can change parts of the movie, like they did for Final Destination 3. However, my DVD copy did not include the Make Your Own Movie feature, and even if it did, that should not automatically make the film better. It also has a confessional feature where the actors, in character, explain more about their characters and what they're doing inside the house. 'Cause that's how you do character development, in the special features on a DVD and not in the actual film. Anyway, it is a very bad film, but it can be entertaining and can even make the remake tolerable. That's a plus, right? And that was my review of Return to House on Haunted Hill. Join me next time. Actually, let me tell you now, because I have got some good ideas for upcoming reviews. I mean, actually, I plan to do the urban legend films. I've got You Can't Kill Stephen King, Dragon Ball Evolution, and...
Hey!
John? What are you doing here?
Look, that's not important right now. I've got something really important to tell you, so... sit down.
What is it?
Look, well... it's rather long and complicated, so...
Oh, for God's sake, John. Okay, I'll see you next time, guys. Wally, what is it?
Well, you see...
Suffocate, segregate, so we cry and burn. Are we lost till conviction? Die away, fall astray, can smother my pain. You'll never think to question what.
Until I see hard evidence, I figure it's just a bunch of
Well...